Guys, what's going on? We got some huge breaking news here. Definitely for people that are getting their Nintendo Switch 2s, and for people that are watching, they're going to be getting one, and definitely if you're getting one for your young kids growing up right now. Some important stuff here. Okay, so I had a tweet that was the original tweet, but I just couldn't find it, and I didn't favorite it. I should have. I usually do that. But going over here, I found one for Kabi, and I also have up the IGN article with it, and then this right over here. Um, She says, when you get your Nintendo Switch 2 this Thursday, don't peel the screen film. If you do so, you'll break your console. This is huge to know. We're going to look at a lot of details, but we're going to figure out, a lot of things on what you shouldn't be doing with your Nintendo Switch 2. So what I'm going to be telling people right now, this is important, you know what I mean? You don't want to get your new console and freaking break it and sold out. It's like, yeah, you guys know what I mean, though. But yeah, that would be terrible, definitely for a kid. It comes with a protective layer on the Switch 2 in handheld mode. It's not the stuff you get to put over it to protect it. No, 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 no. That's something entirely separate. Just to clarify that for you guys. If your kid gets, you know how they can be curious, they may accidentally peel that off, and there's glass underneath there, not plastic this time. So, yeah, that's not something you want to happen. And that's why I had to include the kids into it because they probably just don't know any better. And, they just might be curious. And there's other people too that just probably have building fetishes. I'm just kidding, but I don't know. Because, when you see that and you get that little, you just got to peel it off, right? But no, guys, don't do that. You're going to break your console. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's something we got to figure out. But going down here, they also said, by the way, you can still put your screen protector on top of this film. That's what I mean. The screen protector is separate. What I would do is I would immediately get yourself that screen protector, because I did the same thing for my Switch 1, and put that on top of the film protector that's protecting the glass so it doesn't crack. So, like, if you had dropped it and the screen protector got hit, it wouldn't hit that other part and no crack would happen on your screen. You see, because that's what it's pretty much there for. Also, depending on how far you drop it, hopefully. But yeah, get this type of stuff definitely if you have a kid too, or just make them play docked only. But they think this is the best one right here. People should note it's not a protective film for the screen, but rather a shatterproof film for the screen. That's what I'm saying, because plastic is not going to shatter, guys. So when I see that, I'm like, yeah, that's glass. That's some serious stuff. So that's why they're saying don't take that off. They provided that when they made it. So it's an LCD glass screen, not an LCD plastic screen. So it's a glass box. It's not a plastic box. What? Anyways, though. But let's go read this document to see what else we should not be doing. Okay, so over here is where this is at. It's called the careful usage on the Nintendo website. This is where people found it at. This is why you need to read some of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off camera real quick so we could look at this so you can know what not to do. Going over here to the right side is what we're looking at, guys. That's going to be right over here. I'll even zoom in a little bit for y'all. Okay, so let's scroll over here. And this is where it says careful uses. This is where they found it at. It says, please note that the operating temperature for this product is between 5 and 35 degrees Celsius. Interesting. That's very, very, very good cooling. Do not place the console in humid areas or areas where the temperature can suddenly change. If condensation forms, turn the power off and wait until the water droplets have evaporated. Interesting. If you guys didn't know either, there's a built-in fan this time with the dock on the Switch. Do not use in dusty or smoky areas. Yeah, I definitely need to worry about that on my glass. I'm going to be cleaning that up here soon, though. Do not cover the air intakes or vents of the console pictured or the dock to avoid overheating. If dust or another foreign substance builds up on the air intakes or vents, remove it using a vacuum. That's funny. Do not place anything on top of the AC adapter cable. Pay attention to the load capacity of the circuit when choosing where to plug the product in. When the AC adapter will not be in use for longer periods of time, remove it from the socket to prevent damage. If the AC adapter becomes dirty, unplug it. Yeah, you guys know about this type of stuff. Be aware of the surroundings while playing. Make sure to change the built-in batteries at least once every 6 months. Wait, what? Oh, make sure to charge the built-in batteries. Okay, once every 6 months. If the batteries are not in use for an extended period of time, it may become impossible to charge them. Okay, I did not know that. What the hell? Interesting. The screen is covered with a film layer designed to prevent fragments scattered in the event of damage. Do not peel it off. This is where that came from, guys, by the way. So we're looking at this right here. So this is a manual we could possibly look at to like look through everything. But I don't even think it's that long. I just literally think it's just for this part. Yeah, the rest is just other languages. That's literally all that is. Now going over to the left side, see, okay, this is the stuff that we usually get. So we get the idea here. Now going over to IGN's article, I'm getting back on the camera now. I'm back. It's pretty much the same thing here. Nintendo has released health and safety information for Switch 2 as a download PDF file, which includes a section of careful usage of the device. Among the guidelines is the following warning. The screen is covered with a film layer designed to prevent fragment scattering in the event of damage. And what I'm wondering too is what made them choose glass over plastic? That's pretty interesting. Maybe there's something better about it. But now we're all aware of that, and we don't, you know, do that. Good Lord. We need to get this out to as much people as possible. Guys, you know it. I know it. There's going to be some people that are going to do it. I think that it should be a welcoming message, unlike the consoles. Like they should like put it up on the console and say, "Warning: Do not peel off the, the glass protector on your Nintendo Switch 2 right now, or we'll break your system." Like if it's that serious, like I think they should do something like that. Not everybody reads stuff like this, and they may not have a clue. And there's people getting their consoles right now that don't know that. And I know there's going to be some kids that do it. Man, that's crazy. I don't know. So when unwrapping your Switch 2 and unboxing it later this week, be careful not to unwrap the device a little too much. Or like yanking it up and that little part is in and then like you might tear it off. I don't know, man. Hopefully not. I'm going to be very careful with mine too. And let me know if you guys want me to do an unboxing. Other Switch tips provided. I'm going to the midnight release, by the way. Yeah, that's right. GameStop called me the other day, told me that there's a window between like 3 and 8 o'clock p.m. to go in there and pick up my ticket. And after that, I can stay and do the Smash Brothers tournament. And I think there's a Mario Kart tournament and some other tournaments, Splatoon maybe. Maybe with some food there and wait till 11 to pick it up. We don't have to wait till 12 over here. Or I could just, get my ticket at 3 and then come back later. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. Obviously, I'm going to get my ticket as soon as possible. I don't know if I want to stay there that long. I'd just rather come back and pick up my Switch, you know? So my stuff's already paid off, everything. All right, Mario Kart bundle. Yeah, I'll see y'all on Mario Kart. If y'all want to play with me, let me know. Okay, so in other words, the adhesive film is intended to make your Switch 2 screen shatterproof. If the worst should happen, removing it risks the screen's glass spreading. Should it ever be splintered? That's why. And I guess if you want to, be careful. But guys, why? You know what I mean? Don't do that. So when unwrapping your Switch 2 and unboxing later this week, be careful not to unwrap it a little too much. Other Switch tips provided by Nintendo include warnings not to use the Switch 2 in dusty or smoky areas. So maybe don't smoke next to it. Smoke outside and away from it. So no taking it out clubbing or to old bookshops. Make sure to change the built-in batteries at least charge. I don't know why I said change again. Good Lord. Make sure to charge the built-in batteries at least once every 6 months. Nintendo also cautions if the batteries are not used for an extended period of time, it will be impossible to charge them. Guys, remember that. That's crazy. But other than that, yeah, this is pretty much what we have here. But it's very important to know this. Nobody wants to destroy their console getting it day one, being a curious cat, if you get what I mean. So let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you're getting that screen protector on top of it too. I highly recommend it. They're cheap. They're not that expensive. I would do it, just saying. And what games are you guys going to be getting at launch? Are you excited? Let me know down in the comments below on my channel. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Glad to bring you this important Metal Gear Solid exclamation point at the biggest zoom in as possible in your face degree awareness to this, because yeah, even though I know I'm doing this in other people, there's going to be some videos. There's going to be some stuff on TikTok. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's get prepared for that. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. See y'all out on the field on Mario Kart. Y'all know what, none.